Hey, look, Kai, above Raleigh, North Carolina, the City of Oaks, as it's named as we enter into Week 7 of the Simulation Football League. I am Chris Curtis, along with Eddie Gage, and the 2-3 Carolina Skyhawks coming off a bye week in an OT heartbreaker against Jacksonville, take on the Los Angeles Lycans. And Eddie, this is a matchup that features the Skyhawks who, well, they are nothing without a little bit of heartbreak seemingly each and every week at some level, and they look to right the ship against the 2-3 Lycans.
SFL Nation, you thought yesterday was bananas, wait till today. But yo, y'all know who I be. He don't need to introduce me. Come on, man. Look to your neighbors to the left and right of y'all and say it along with me. What up, though? Yo, we got a good game coming up between two friends. But once they step between those white lines, friendship is thrown out the window. Stay tuned. Action is coming up next.
Yeah, the rivalry continues. Friendly rivalries, all the same in the SFL as the Skyhawks and the Lycans set up to do battle. As you see Matt South there, he's got Logan Jack at his back. On the other side, Sully Richardson with Robert Johnson, one of the more bruising backs in the SFL. Should be a good matchup between two different types of abilities as far as battery mates, but also two teams looking to try to get their ship righted going into the middle part of the season.
Yeah, coming into this,
go. You're good.
Coming into this contest, I spoke with the coaches of both teams. Carolina has their fullback, Hattori Hanzo, calling both the offense and the defense this week. We'll see how it turns out for him.
This should be very interesting with that particular nugget in tow, but we're underway as LA going to kick it off to Carolina. Skyhawks get the ball first, returnable from about the 3. Out to the 15, 20, left at the 20, 25. He's going to break a tackle. No way. Off the kickoff. Are you kidding me? It is Sammy Avalos who's going to take this one to the house. Touchdown, Carolina, off the kick. No way.
Raleigh Quintero, move over, son. You now have company as Sam Avalos takes the opening kickoff of this game to the house. And just like that, Carolina is looking to take a 7-0 lead.
Right up the gut, the spin move frees him from about 3 or 4 different Lycans who had a beat on him should he continue left, but spinning back inside did it for him. And Carolina gets the start they want. Their offense hasn't even seen the field.
Gotta be discouraging, for this team, this LA team to come out and just like that, before the defense even gets a chance to take the field, find themselves down 7-0, extra point pending.
Well, we know that LA is high powered in their own right, so I don't think they'll take this lying down. Extra point pending for the Skyhawks. Whistle Jones puts it up and puts it through to give them their 7th point, but nothing off the clock essentially, and already a 7-0 lead for the Skyhawks. Great start for them, and now the Lycans get to hit the field themselves to try to answer.
And the co-owner of the LA Lycans just sent me a DM and said, of course, it happens to us.
All right, either Terrence Weary or LZ Pryor back deep for the return on this kickoff. We'll see who it is here shortly, but we are underway again from inside the end zone. Kick returnable to about the 20, 25, just about. Going to get taken down at the 25-yard line, and that is where LA is going to start this drive. It is Sully Richardson, Robert Johnson, who we talked about earlier, Tommy Rahman, the fullback, and wide receivers Terrence Weary, Davius Reed, LZ Pryor, and Chris Lee, along with Jack Flash in the tight end spot. Just about set to go for first down as LA looks to get comfortable on offense for the first time today. They're in the offset eye. That's Johnson back there. He is going to not get the rush on first down. That's going to be a throw to the left, caught just shy of that first down marker. And that is going to be the tight end Jack Flash on first down.
Jack Flash with the reception, but LA was looking deep to throw the ball, but Carolina took it away from him. She had to check down to a third eligible receiver, Jack Flash, for the reception.
Under center, 2 in the backfield, 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Sully Richardson. handoff. The game to Robert Johnson, and he's not able to get the first down, make it 3rd and 1 off of no gain. Johnson gets taken down by Clinton Hendershot, one of the leaders of this Carolina defense.
Robert Johnson had a great game last week, a breakout game for him in this offense. Trying to continue that trend here tonight.
I formation again. Handoff. Johnson tries to find a hole, and he gets just enough for the first down. Good job by the Carolina run defense to stop him before he gets started. But a big time, a couple of runs, at least clutch to get the first down there.
And they brought him down there with a one-on-one tackle. But anytime you want to try to corral that big man, you want a host of defenders around him because he can make you pay for it.
Right side, that one is caught towards the sideline, past the 40 to the 43-yard line. And that is LZ Pryor, first catch of the game for him. And then it'll be a 2nd and 3 coming up.
And speaking with Shane Varner again before this game, I asked him about the game plan defensively. He said he wants to just lay back and wait for the mistakes to come to him. So look for Carolina to take advantage of them with some underneath coverage.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. That's going to be a handoff to Johnson again. This time it goes nowhere, goes backwards essentially, and makes it a longer 3rd down coming up. Carolina's defense standing tall here, trying to preserve the lead.
Yeah, again, Robert Johnson went off last week, and thus far, Carolina has done a great job of containing them.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Defensive line moves to the quarterback's left as well. Handoff Johnson trying to find a hole. And again, they go back to him. Not going to work. Carolina again stands up and nothing doing. It'll be 4th down and the LA Lycans will punt.
Yeah, 3rd and 4. Kind of surprising to see him spread the defense out and run the ball up the gut, looking to take advantage of it. But Carolina was not biting on that one.
Punt upcoming. Back deep to return it is Sammy Avalos. He's already got the kickoff return for a touchdown. Wouldn't it be something? Got the ball. He tries to get past the first point of contact. Not going to work. He'll get taken down at the 22-yard line. So now we get to see the Carolina offense for the first time. Matt South, Logan Jack, your quarterback running back combo. Hattori Hanzo in the fullback spot. Sammy Avalos, Heath McDaniel Jr., Harish Prasad, your wide receiver trio, and then Tony Zoma and Vince DeSantis, your tight end duo, as these two, as this battery gets going. In the gun on first down is going to be Matt South. As the football looks to toss it. Left side, caught past the first down marker, and that is a first down, 1st and 10, just past the 30 to the 33-yard line. And that is a nice catch for Tony Zoma, the tight end.
And that's a bad sign for this LA defense as Carolina comes out and runs crossing routes with all 3 receivers, and 2 of them got separation. Got to tighten that up.
Under center. Handoff again through the middle. This time it is going to be a run for Logan Jack, one of the speedier backs in the SFL, especially if he's able to get some open space, and pretty elusive. His juke moves, one of the better move sets in the SFL in the open field. Able to evade tackles and also has the speed on the outside should he get there.
Logan Jack and this team is averaging 114 rush yards per game.
Under center. South to throw. Puts it in Logan Jack's hands. He's got the outside lane. First down and more. He's going to get taken down. Out of bounds he goes to the 48-yard line. It looks like is where he got hit. And it'll be 1st and 10 again.
You know, both of these teams have a common opponent. Their last matchups played the Jacksonville Jaguars. LA handled Jacksonville with a convincing 45-16 win, while Carolina lost that game in overtime, 37-34.
Take a look there at Harish Prasad. He's playing in the slot on this particular set. Down at the bottom of the formation, Heath McDaniel Jr. Handoff instead to Logan Jack. He's going to move forward through the hole, get himself 3 more yards, and past midfield he will go. And 2nd and 7 coming up as they're in plus territory.
We saw LA spread them out and run up the middle. And here, Carolina does the same thing, feed them their own medicine, and they were able to pick up 3 yards.
2nd and 7, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 1 in the backfield. Looking to throw it. Little quick floater over the middle and a one-handed grab. Super athletic play and just shy of the first down somehow. Not for sure how he didn't get the first down, but either way, it is a 3rd and inches coming up.
It had to get the ball out in front of him as the defender was behind him, but I'm not quite sure they meant to get that far in front.
3 in the backfield. 7 in the box defensively for LA, and there'll be a handoff. Logan Jack has the outside, trying to burn the edge, and that is going to be a very speedy back as Logan Jack has the angle and gets all the way out to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for Carolina as they're moving down the field.
Logan Jack picked up 144 yards and 3 TDs off of only 22 carries in their last game versus Jacksonville. LA's gonna have to clean that up.
Not ideal. 7 yards a carry is what Logan's averaging right now. 21 yards on the ground on just his 3 attempts. 2 at the bottom of the formation in the gun is South. Logan Jack with him. Throws over the top. That is tipped and incomplete. Safeties come up to nearly make a real nice play on that. Didn't quite happen, and it'll be a second and 10.
Yeah, there was no one open on the play, and the outlet receiver was a tight end, and he was flanked toward the outside, but he had covers next to him as well. That pass needs to be thrown away.
That was Ryan Yosef who came up to try to jump that route and nearly got himself an interception because of it. Had an interception a week ago against Jacksonville. In the gun. South looks. Throws. Working over the top, and a little short crossing pattern equals a 5-yard gainer for Carolina, making 3rd down a little bit more manageable as Harish Prasad brings in his first ball.
Yeah, they're facing against a zone defense, and anytime in that situation, you want to try to confuse those linebackers by flashing receivers across them, but they remain disciplined and make this a 3rd and 6.
2 to the left, 1 to the right for Matt South. Has the football, 7-step drop, looks, throws, end zone, got it, that's a touchdown. Carolina's on the board. What a throw, Tony Zoma over the middle of the field.
Tony Zoma comes up with an impressive catch, and they put the defender in an odd spot there as he's trying to defend the middle of the field with receivers to the left and right. That's a hard task to ask him to do, and Carolina takes advantage of it.
Great throw by Matt South as well, thrown into a place where only Zoma was going to be able to get that. Great job on the inside of that route by Zoma to make sure he gave his quarterback a clear target. Now it's going to be Whistle Jones looking to make it a 14-0 lead. Great start for Carolina. Maybe not exactly how they drew it up with the kickoff return, but they will take it each and every time. Kick is up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. Of course, this team, Eddie, was coming off a heartbreaking OT loss just before the bye week to the Jacksonville Kings. That was a 3-point affair, and that was a very hard-fought game where the offense absolutely showed up for both rosters, and we're seeing more of that here from Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina dominated that game for about 3.5 quarters, and somewhere along the way, late in that 4th quarter, Jacksonville began to figure things out and came back and won that game in overtime.
Yeah, that's definitely a heartbreaker for sure. This will be returnable. And a huge hit right at the 20-yard line. Is going to start the Lycans at the 21 officially. And that is where this drive will begin. But back out on the field comes Sully Richardson, and along with Robert Johnson. Robert Johnson, one of the more bruising backs in the league. Talking earlier about him, he made a point to go through each and every single Lycan that was in his path each and every Jacksonville King that was in his path a week ago. Multiple broken tackles, and that's kind of his calling card. He gets the handoff here, 1st down, to the outside he goes, and he'll take it taken down after a 5-yard gain.
I remember talking with one of the former coaches of the Florida Storm, Max Paul, and he said, looking at Logan Jack on film, he just could not believe just how fast and quick he was off his feet.
2 to the right, 2 to the left. Four on the defensive line for Richardson. Looking to throw it. One over the top. Quick inside slant. Got him a first down and then a couple more. And he has a nice little ball to LZ Pryor. He's got a couple of grabs so far. And he gets him another set of downs.
Taking what the defense gives them as they continue to lag back, and we'll see how long LA remains patient.
Second catch of the day for LZ Pryor. Handoff Johnson. He's going to get taken down the line of scrimmage. And he's having a hard time getting things completely going. But that's a great start again for Carolina's defense so far.
Carolina is employing a 3-4 defense, and in order for that to work to defend the run, you have to have a stout nose tackle, and so far they're doing a great job.
2 to the right, 1 to the left, and 2 in the backfield for Sully Richardson. Defensive line moves around again. Johnson has a hole to go through, but he's taken down at the first level of contact. Couple of yards, no more than that. 3rd and still long coming up here for the Lycans. They could ill afford a 3 and out here.
Rojo is what they call Robert Johnson, and right now he is earning every yard he makes as they make him pay for it.
Crowd getting loud, trying to will their team to a stop in a 5-wide set. Looking to throw it. Throws deep over the middle of the field. It's tipped and incomplete. Big try for Chris Lee down the middle on a post. Didn't happen, and LA will indeed punt it away.
Clint Hendershot dropped back into coverage. Not every linebacker can do that, as they actually sent the safety up to defend the middle short area of the field. Clint Hendershot dropped. There's a great view of it right there. Clint Hendershot dropped back. Not every linebacker in the SFL can do that. Don't try that at home, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have a speedy linebacker who can turn their hips and get back.
That's 100% shows the ability level of Clint Hendershot and his speed to get back into coverage against a number 1 wide receiver and make that play. That is a definitely athletic play from a veteran in this league. Avalos back deep for the return on the punt. And this will be returnable to about the 30-yard line. And that is where this next drive will start for Carolina. They have a 2-score lead on Los Angeles as we get into the later part of this first quarter of play. Another touchdown would really sit well in the Skyhawks pocket if they can do it, as they run a tight offensive set here on first down. Throw to the left side. That one's caught turning upfield, and that is a 2nd and 2 after an 8-yard completion.
Yeah, and you can see it. I mean, Carolina admitted it pregame that they plan on attacking this defense with a balanced offense, and so far, I mean, the kickoff return included, they're doing a great job of it.
As Vince DeSantis, his first catch of this evening. Splitbacks formation for Matt South. Looking to throw it. Throws on a short cross, and it's a drop. Harish Prasad can't bring that one in. Turned out to be 3rd and short at the end of that play.
Well, he kind of got alligator arms right there at the end, because as a linebacker was looking to take his head off, and I'm surprised he's able to get up as quickly as he did.
3rd and a couple. Trying to extend this drive. 2 at the bottom of your screen. Tight set up top. Looking to throw it. South moves in the pocket. Throws right side. Is caught into double coverage. And what a leaping grab as that one finds its way to its target. 1st and 10 for the Skyhawks.
Cornerback Mike Scott had a beat on this ball. You see, look at the replay. I thought he was going to be able to tip that ball away. But, wow, what arm strength by Carolina's quarterback, Matt South, to get that ball in there.
That was Heath McDaniel Jr. on the grab, his first grab of the day. Great jumping, leaping catch for him. And Carolina's moving across the midfield stripe on first down. 7-step drop. Matt South dumps it off. Puts it into Logan Jack's hands. And the spin move's going to get him a couple of yards, make something out of nothing there. It'll be 2nd and 6. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete in the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, and 2 in the gun for Matt South. Has the football. Low snap, doesn't matter. Right over the middle of the field, and that is a first down as they're towards the 30 to the 28-yard line. Carolina in field goal range as Sammy Avalos brings in his first catch.
We seen Carolina start this game off with short crossing routes. This time they go with the intermediate route, have 2 receivers running intermediate routes, while the third round receivers running deep, and it started to confuse this defense as they're not quite sure what kind is doing yet on offense.
Carolina found menial success moving over the middle of the field through the air against Jacksonville a couple of weeks ago. As they employ that strategy at least early on here, as that is a Logan Jack run that goes absolutely nowhere. He will be hit right at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Oh my, this LA defense came to play today.
Yes, it did. Danny Simpson on the tackle. We are through 1. It is a 14-0 ball game. Carolina over LA. This is the Simulation Football League on Twitch, presented by APM Music. Second quarter getting started. Lycans trying to hold the Skyhawks from going up 3 scores. It's the offset I formation for the Skyhawks on this 2nd and 10 play. Looking to hand it off. Jack has the football, tries to get by the first point of contact. He gets bumped backwards, and they'll say he'll lose only a yard based on forward progress. That is a gift. It'll be 2nd and 11. 3rd and 11, sorry.
They did, and right tackle got 0 push whatsoever, which allowed the defense to crowd to the football before he can even get to the line of scrimmage. Great play.
3 to the right, 1 to the left in the gun. South looks, throws over the middle of the field.
Oh.
That one is incomplete. That one got tipped, I think, by a Lycan in the middle there before it actually got to its target, but they could not bring it in. And it'll be 4th down and long. It'll be a field goal attempt coming up here, looks like, for Whistle Jones.
Yeah, and wow, I couldn't tell if that was blanket 4 or cover 12 or whichever it was. It got the job done as there was no one open downfield.
They will attempt a field goal here, 29 plus 17. That's a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up and on the way. And on this chilly night, it is up and through. It's a 17-0 ball game. 3-score lead right now for Carolina over LA.
Here we are at the start of the second quarter. Carolina came into this game averaging 30 points a game. That's 7th in the SFL. And we already just started the second quarter, and they already have 17 points.
Yeah, good start for them offensively for sure. Special teams had something to do with that on the first kick of the ball game as well. And otherwise, it's 10 points. But that tells you just how important special teams can be. This will be returnable. Just inside the end zone, 15-20, left of the 20 to the 25-yard line, and stopped actually at the 24. Is going to be LZ Pryor, who's doing the return duties for LA. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Lycans, as they'll bring back out Sully Richardson. One of their keys, I got to get Rojo going. They have yet to do that so far early on in this game. His first quarter was basically a dud.
Well, it's not from lack of effort, as he's gotten a number of carries thus far.
Absolutely true there. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Hand off. Johnson right side. Pull over 1, and that's exactly what he needs to do, is get his shoulders down, take out defenders. He gets 6 yards here, but look for that to open up.
His 8th attempt, his longest of the game, a pickup of 6 yards. And they're gonna need more of that if they're gonna find a way back into this ball game.
That was a carbon copy of multiple runs he had in the Jacksonville game a week ago. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Looking to throw it. Right side. That one is incomplete. I believe that hit 2 different receivers' hands on the way through. And Sully Richardson cannot believe it. He's staring at the 3rd down.
3rd down, but it's 3rd and manageable. Sully Richardson just needs to take his time, survey the defense, find the open man, and get the ball out of his hands.
See what he can do on a 3rd and short. 2 to the left, one to the right. Offset I formation. That is Rojo in the back. 5-step drop. Looks, throws right side. That one is caught out of bounds and a first down. As that is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Lycans. It is Davius Reed with his first grab.
And credit goes out to Vladimir Dunham and Bob Dunham, the brothers, for that great pass protection that allowed him to get that ball downfield.
Under center, 2 in the backfield for Sully. Plenty of space being given up top on coverage. And off on Rojo, and he's not going to be able to get anywhere. 2nd and 10. Stopped at the line of scrimmage one more time, as Carolina has had a very good run defense effort so far early on in this game.
Defensive tackle Chris Cologne almost tackled Sully Richardson for a sack before he even got the ball off.
Under center again. Richardson to throw, puts it to the outside. The one-handed spin and grab, breaking a tackle, but not able to get the edge, is going to be the running back, Robert Johnson. He will make it a 3rd and manageable again, 3rd and 5.
I couldn't tell if that was Robert Johnson or Chris Henry of the Tennessee Titans with that stiff arm right there.
Two to the left. Offside I formation one more time. 7 in the box defensively. They're seeing run. Sully's going to go pass over the middle. That one's a diving catch over the middle of the field. First down to the 35-yard line. That is perfectly done for Chris Lee, his first grab.
And just outside the reach of Clint Hendershot, who almost deflected this ball away, but what a great job. What a great pass by Sully Richardson, fitting that ball in there only way his receiver could catch it.
Interesting the way he hit the ground. Looks like the ground kind of helped him make that catch, although he had his hand underneath it. Hand off Rojo. And again, this time he's going to fight his way forward for a yard. They'll actually give him 2, make it 2nd and 8.
And perhaps they can get this run game going, but if they can't, they may have to rely on Sully Richardson again in back-to-back weeks. He played phenomenal last week versus Jacksonville. Hopefully he can pick it up again this week.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Hand off, left side. Oh, what a shoulder tackle, but he's hit from behind to take him down. And Rojo broke the tackle, but he couldn't get very far past that. It'll be 3rd and medium again.
And cornerback Davison Joseph is going to be on the wrong side of that highlight reel as he just got baptized.
3 to the right, 1 to the left again for Sully. In the gun is Johnson with him. Has to move up in the pocket. He's not going to be able to do it. He's taken down back at the 42, and that is huge because it likely knocks them out of field goal range. Yeah. What a defensive stand by Ryan Ray and company.
3rd and long, and whenever your offense has to be one-dimensional and they're expecting pass, they're going to turn the dogs loose, tell them forget about the run game, and get after the quarterback.
Well, that is just about what the doctor ordered for Carolina. Able to force the punt. Punter standing on his own side of the 45-yard line of his own 45. And pressure coming on the kick, but they did not quite get there. This will be bouncing at the goal line, downed inside the end zone. They're going to call it by Parker, and that is going to get them out to the 20-yard line for a new set.
And somewhere, they got away with it this time, but the special teams coach has to be upset because as you're taught as a return man, anything outside the 5 you field. Because if that ball is down inside the 1, man, your offense is not going to be happy.
Carolina does start this drive here. They've scored on a majority of on all of their drives to some degree. And this will be a handoff through the right side. Going nowhere in this particular case is Logan Jack. He gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Impressive defense there by LA. They come out in a man defense and yet still are able to get off their receivers and make the tackle.
High formation, 2 to the right. Handoff. Jack again. Stopped just past the line of scrimmage. And he's been stopped pretty handily. 3rd and 9 coming up here after only a 1-yard gainer.
Yeah, the run defense for both of these teams have stepped up today. Impressive job so far.
Now it's a 5-wide set. Matt South trying to air it out here and move these chains. He's going to move up in the pocket. He's thrown down as he throws the ball. That is an incomplete pass. Defensive line gets to him. Good work on the penetration by Marks and company, and it's 4th down coming up.
This time, it was LA's turn to play 3rd and long, and as our defensive coordinator used to tell us, it's time to go eat, fellas, and that's what they did.
17-0 score line, but LA does hold serve. At the very least, gives them a chance to maybe get back into this. Hunter lined up at his own 5. Gonna try to boot this as far away as he can. Looks like a decent kick. Past midfield to the 45 or the 40-yard line and stopped just about there to the 42 is where that goes. If you checked out video content produced by our community lately, catch the Sim Pod every week, SFL Crunch Time, and Road to Glory every Wednesday night. SFL Nights with AJ Stryker premieres Thursday night, and Say It With Your Chest and airs Fridays, while Netma can be seen all week long at 6 Eastern. Every week, the live show schedule can be accessed through our Discord server at the top of the channel listing. Just look for the events tab. Under center, and now a handoff. Rojo, plenty of room in front, and he's got plenty of leg to get there. To the sideline he goes, to the 10, 5, and a touchdown for Robert Johnson. Untouched from the line of scrimmage to the end zone, and LA's back in it.
Untouched and right up the A gap. That just cannot happen as a defense. You cannot allow the running back to run right up the middle of your defense. Untouched at that. And look at the great block he got from his fullback. Up the gut. Touchdown, LA.
To the house he goes. Robert Johnson finds exactly the cure for all that ails in LA country right now. 17-6 pending the extra point. And they'll have to hold serve again, but that's a good start on the comeback trail.
Tommy Rahman, his fullback, is known for having, I believe, like 1 million catches in week 1 of last season when they had an old offensive coordinator who's no longer with the team. This time he showed he can be a physical force as well with a great block to spring up Robert Johnson.
And Rob Ems deposits the extra point to make it a 17-7 game now as Carolina immediately 3 and outs and then gives up a long run to Robert Johnson. Not ideal for them as they're going to get the offense back out on the field. Sammy Avalos back deep for the return as they're about to get the ball back. Ems has his hand in the air. We are underway again. Kick is gone. Returnable from just outside the end zone. It's Avalos. The 20, left of the 20 to the 25-yard line, and they get to him before he's able to get to the outside. And Avalos and company will start this drive at the 25. So definitely want to take more time off of this clock. They don't want to continue to give momentum to LA after the long run. I'd say the momentum has shifted to say the least, into LA's favor.
3 and out on their previous possession. Want to try to hold it a little bit longer here.
In the gun is Matt South, 2 with him. Looking to throw it over the middle. That's a bullet, and that is a first down catch. A nasty ball for Harish Prasad just past the marker.
Just past the marker, getting Harish Prasad involved. Welcome to the matchup, young fella. They actually sent the X receiver on a go route. He was well covered and just dumps it off to a secondary receiver, Harish Prasad.
Good work from him. 3rd catch of the day as he gets himself over 25 yards total. Looking at what first down brings us here. Tight offensive set, 2 at the top of your screen. Looking to throw it. Puts it in the hands of Logan Jack. See what he can do. Spin pass 1, spin pass 2, and finally 2 different Lycans have to bring him down. And they fight to do so. 6-yard gain after the 2 spins, make it 2nd and 4.
Hair slot right, 90Z quick out. One of the harder plays to defend the entire SFL because it involves commitment to play aggressive up front, and you risk giving up the deep pass.
Another tight set. Same formation. We'll see if they pull the same play. Right side, nearly intercepted. That was dangerous. Oh, man, McDaniel Jr. was the intended target, but I believe Rochelle Colston was in there. She had a pick six a week ago, as well as a second interception, and nearly brought that one back herself.
Looking for her 40th career interception, just missed it. They ran the exact same play, but they brought the feet safety down in the box, flipped the field, and LA almost made them pay for it.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Defensive line shifts from right to left as well. Looking to maybe send some extra help. We'll see how many they send. South has the football. They send 4. Looks to throw it deep over the middle of the field. That one tipped and intercepted. We're able to bring that one down. And the safety is the one who brought it in. 1st and 10 for LA, going back the other way. Perfectly done. Rochelle Colston, that's number 40.
Number 40, we just talked about it a moment ago. Hopefully it wasn't commentator's curse. Otherwise, Haris Masad may be coming to pay me a visit. But Ray Colston, one of the best safeties in the entire SFL. It seems like she goes to the Pro Bowl every year now. But big play for this LA defense.
That is a huge momentum boost for the Lycans. They try to work on their comeback here. Handoff. Robert Johnson trying to find a hole. Can't get past the flurry of Skyhawks that came at him in his direction, and he'll lose a yard in the process.
Other than a long touchdown run by Robert Johnson on their previous possession, the run game for both of these offenses has been held in check.
Yeah, the one time that Rojo was able to get loose, he was untouched.
58 yards.
That was an issue. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff. Rojo here gets taken down again. The gains back the yard he lost, but now it's 3rd and long regardless, 3rd and 10.
And you can see LA's trying to get them involved because they got them going out on stretch plays. They had him run dives, ISOs, and there was a strong trap, and they still have yet to get him going other than that long run.
3rd and long coming. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw it. Right side, caught. Got to get the first down marker, and does. Perfectly done to get exactly where the marker is. That is Davius Reed, his second reception of the day, and it's another first down for LA.
And I'm not sure if that man has ankles or knees because he caught that pass and turned upfield in a blink of an eye. That looked painful to me. But hey, he was stretching pregame, so he should be just fine.
Terrence Weary, the only starting wide receiver, including the tight ends, without a reception so far for LA, looking to spread the ball around, is Richardson. He's done that so far. Offset eye for the Lycans. Football handed off to Robert Johnson. Has some room to the outside, but good pursuit to the football is going to bring him down after only a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that's a play you don't see run too often. They line up in a weak tight end flex and run a stretch to the weak side.
Looking to do it again here. 3 in the gun, including the quarterback, Sully Richardson. Robert Johnson is to his left. In the gun, throws left side towards the sideline, and they are going to call that an incomplete pass. Out of bounds he was, even though the catch was made.
Yeah, Sully waited just a bit too long to let that ball go, and they're going to challenge this play.
It looked like from the angle that we had.
I thought he was clearly out of bounds.
It looked like actually he might have had a foot it. So I want to see where 62 sees it. It was tight.
It was.
Out route.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, it looks like
he didn't get a foot in. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there was not a lot of stretch to that.
The pass was incomplete.
Yep. So indeed, they call it an incomplete pass. So that is a missed challenge. Also a lost timeout by the Lycans as well. And we'll see if that affects them at all towards the end of this first half. Remembering that the Skyhawks got the ball to start this game on the Sammy Avalos touchdown return. So LA playing with a bit of house money right now as they're going to get the ball back.
Triple bunch.
Throws over the top. That's a long ball, and it's caught. 10-5 to the house. That's a touchdown. Say, call that one out of bounds. Not going to happen. Perfect for Davius Reed.
Yeah, and Davis and Joseph actually had a beat on it, but he ran to his own teammate. They slowed each other up, and Davius Reed takes advantage. Let's see if we can get a shot of that. Yeah, right there. They bumped right into each other, and it slowed up his route, and LA makes him pay for it.
And the second quarter has absolutely been a different type of quarter for the LA Lycans as they come up with 14 unanswered points. And, well, of course, as long as the extra point's okay. But a 17-13 game right now with Rob Ems waiting for the ball to be snapped. This looks like what could be a 3-point game after Carolina got off to such a hot start.
Yeah, well, it looked like it could be a potential blowout, and all of a sudden we have ourselves a 3-point contest and a lot of football left.
Yep, 3 points indeed, as the extra point is up and through. And you figure you take away the Avalos return for the touchdown, and LA has the lead right now, 14-10. So the offense has kind of sputtered out, I think, for Carolina is what we can call that. And they're looking to get themselves back going again on this coming drive. Just a couple minutes left here in this first half.
Carolina has to get themselves together and do what they did to try to regain some separation against LA.
2 yards outside the end zone. It's Avalos.
Oh!
Move through the middle. No way. Out to
Get
the 40.
out.
He's got plenty of room, and he's going to do it again. Ask and you shall receive. Carolina is going to get themselves 6 more points. Sammy Avalos with his second this half.
Mike All, Hunter Norwood, just go ahead and cross everyone else off of your list for Special Teams Player of the Week. You can start writing that article up right now. I don't care if Gabriel Manning isn't playing. M. Avalos is your Special Teams Player of the Week with that second return for a touchdown.
That's 2 quarters and 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns from the same spot. He caught it 2 yards outside the end zone on the first one. He caught it 2 yards on the outside the end zone on this one. He just gashes the LA special teams unit right up the middle. And it's going to be Whistle Jones adding another extra point to a touchdown for Sammy Avalos. That is up and through, and it is going to be a 21-14 ball game. And what a counterpunch that Carolina just had to get themselves back on the board.
Yeah, I mean, LA started to figure things out and take advantage of some things that Carolina was doing on offense, but Sam Avalos, with his second return for a touchdown, he had 0 coming into this contest in week 7.
Yeah, I mean, 2 is infinitely more than 0. That's a heck of a week. No doubt about that. This will be returnable for LZ Pryor, who's trying to mimic what Sammy Avalos just did, not able to do so on this play. He'll get taken down at the 26-yard line. So Sully Richardson back out onto the field and see what he can do for an encore after the long touchdown drive that ended up putting them within 3 points before the special teams unit did their thing. Ready to go. Empty backfield. Decision to throw it over the middle. That's a quick catch and go, as it'll get to about the 45-yard line, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. It is a 24-14 ball game, back to a 10-point advantage as the Skyhawks lead the Lycans in North Carolina. Just a crazy turn of events. Just as you thought LA was getting some momentum and getting themselves back in this ball game, it's now a double-digit deficit again. And Jack Flash, his first catch in a while since early on in the first quarter, gets them at least moving in the correct direction as they go bunch right. Handoff Rojo. He's got a hole and then gets taken down. Not a lot of conviction, not a lot of speed through that hole, and he's going to get taken down from behind.
Yeah, and that not-so-fun league, that may have been considered a horse collar. But over here with the big boys play in the SFL, the referees just turn the other way, tell that man to get up and shake it off.
2 in the backfield. Richardson has the football. 5-step drop, throw right side. That one is caught. And Davius Reed has himself another catch, touchdown catch earlier. This time he'll have one towards the sideline for some 10.
And that's why you work on your quad muscles in the off season so you can get separation like that. He got to the top of his route and broke to the outside before the defender even knew what was happening.
Offset eye again. Richardson to throw. That is a one-handed catch and spin for Reed. Not much to it. Quick 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, and they're going to go hurry up here.
Offset eye, Richardson to throw it. Left side. Put it into Rojo's hands. He's going to get himself enough for the first down, and he stays in bounds, which continues to move that clock. 31 seconds on it. Richardson over the top. That one's a catch. You saw that coming from the onset out to the 14-yard line, and the Lycans will call their timeout, make it 1st and 10.
And it looks like they were trying to play the flats out there because they got victimized by 2 plays in a row. It looked like a cover 2, I think it was, and they take advantage of it as the ball goes right over the defender's head for a nice gain.
And they've got a little bit of time to work with, enough time for at least 1 or 2 shots at the end zone before they have to consider bringing in the field goal unit. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. 2 at the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. Man at the very top of the formation is going to be Chris Lee. Looking to throw it over the middle. Quick little cross, nothing doing. They're going to try to hurry up. They may try to spike this, try to keep the time going.
They're going
to stop the clock. And they do not. They're going to call the play. Over the middle, tipped and incomplete. That will stop the clock, but that nearly ended up ending this drive.
The other Prasad is what his brother calls him. Harish, that is. Javon with the pat down.
Definitely necessary. Shravin with the outside linebacker comes up to make that play. Good read by him to knock that ball down, and they will bring out the field goal unit, trying to get it back to within a touchdown. So Rob Ems will try to do just that from the 11-yard line, make it a 28-yarder from the spot. Middle of the hash marks. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through with plenty of legs. So a 24-17 affair with single digits left on the clock. But now you have to kick the ball to Sammy Evelis, which is proving to be a dangerous venture in itself. And he has nothing to lose here. They may just try to squib this.
Down 17-0. You are now down 1 score, but Sam Evelis is going to challenge that.
Yeah, they are indeed going to kick it right to him. Dangerous times just inside the end zone. They'll have it. 10, 15, 20 left at the 20 through the middle. And the Lycans, the special team coach is yelling, go right through the middle. He's going to come right through the middle. Just hit him. Just hit him hard. And they do just that. Still a couple seconds left as the offense comes back out.
Lane and zone responsibility is important on special teams as it is on defense, and Sam Evelis proved that twice already.
Yeah, he's able to gash him. It was a carbon copy. Both of them looked the exact same, which is really interesting. Matt South in the gun. Looks to throw it to the outside, looking for the catch to pad the stats. Gets just that, and that is going to bring us to the end of the first half. LA is going to get the ball when we come back to Raleigh as things getting a little bit tighter in this rivalry matchup. Carolina over the Lycans 24-17 at the end of the second quarter, and we hand it over to the Hall of Famer Eddie Gage. Mr. Gage, it is a bit of a back and forth affair from the first to the second quarter.
Back and forth indeed, but it didn't start that way early on. Carolina jumped up to a 17-0 lead before LA woke up offensively and got back into this contest. Sully Richardson, who had a solid outing last week versus Jacksonville, is having another solid outing today. He's 14 of 18, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, which is big for him. I'm not sure if you caught his podcast, but those interceptions are really starting to bother him. And these last couple of weeks, he's done something about it as he's taken matters into his own hands and single-handedly is finding a way to improve the offense for the LA Lycans.
3 touchdowns and no interceptions a week ago in their win against Jacksonville. And on the other side, Matt South did throw an interception to Rochelle Colston earlier. That is that's something they'll look to improve upon. But Carolina does have the lead in no small part to 14 points by the special teams unit. You take those points away, and right now Lycans have a 7-point lead. So that is a massive part of this game, to say the least. But Logan Jack and Robert Johnson, minus Robert Johnson's long touchdown run that you see there, really hasn't been the focal point of either offense, the run game.
Yeah, the run defense for both of these teams has been very impressive. And in my mind, if that does not change, it's going to be the quarterback who remains steady in his second half that's going to force their team into a win.
It's a matter of who wants it more at this point, but I know the special teams coach and the special teams unit is getting an earful in the halftime locker room talking about the Vikings as Sammy Avalos gets his first 2 touchdown kickoff returns of his career in that spot. You see the second of 2 of them there. Just a crazy timeline of events as
I
we
tell
get
you what,
into the second half.
if the special teams unit of LA does not improve, it won't be him that's going to be yelling at them. It's going to be a different coordinator because their special teams coordinator is going to be wearing a different jersey next week.
Just about to start the third quarter of play in Raleigh. Chris Curtis, Edgy Gage, the Hall of Famer, with you as we get the third quarter going. Huge shout out to our statisticians today, Dwayne Schindler and Shane Kaufman, doing the dirty work, making us sound smarter than we actually are by crunching the numbers in the truck. And a welcome to those of you spending your evening with us. Carolina kicks the ball off. It is LZ Pryor back deep for the return. Has it 2 yards deep. He'll bring it out to start the third. Out to the 20. The 25. He's going to get taken down at the 25 as Carolina catches up to him. And it'll be Sully Richardson back out on to the field. They're within a score. Definitely within striking distance to try to make this a game.
And that's all you can ask for with the way this game started. They're within a single score, and in my mind, on the road, that's a great predicament to be in.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Richardson in the gun with Rojo to his right. On first down. Puts it to the right. That one is going to be caught towards the sideline, and that is a 5-yard completion for Davius Reed. He lives up at the top of that formation and loves that little out route.
And that's actually a nice play design. They come out with 4 wide receivers and send him on a just like a quick out, as most defenses try to defend a deep ball. There's going to be no one there to contest that throw.
Under center. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for LA. Looking to throw it. Trying to move in the pocket. He's not going to be able to get it away. That is a sack. Second time we've seen him go down in this football game. And Carolina's defense comes up with a big one there. It's Chris Cologne.
Yeah, they must have done their homework on that play because they played them tight up on the line of scrimmage. No one threatened deep as every receiver on the team was running short routes and no one was open, and Sully, unfortunately, was forced to eat the sack.
It's interesting that he didn't have more of a drop back on that play. That might have been by play design and all that, but at this point, you have to be able to count on your offensive line to keep people out of your face at that point. Under center. Looking to throw it. Richardson has a catch just past the first down marker. 1st and 10 as they're just past the 40-yard line to the 41, and they'll get the new set of downs.
Davius Reed, 90-yard slants. Tough to defend, but he gets separation as we saw earlier with the out route. This time with the slant route, Davius Reed is having himself a nice ball game.
Yes, he is. Multiple catches so far. Actually, that is his 7th reception on 10 targets, just north of 90 yards unofficially. Offset I formation. Going to be a handoff, and going nowhere is going to be Rojo as he's lit up at the line of scrimmage by Shravan Prasad. Perfectly done. It's 2nd and long.
Yeah, that was actually the fullback on the carry, but you're right. Same result. He didn't go anywhere.
Fair enough. Tommy Rahman, first carry of the day. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. For Richardson. Looking to throw it over the top. That one's caught. Found the hole between the corner and the safety, and just past the 40 to the 38-yard line for Davius Reed as he gets his 8th catch of the ball game.
Davius Reed is suddenly becoming Sully's favorite target in this ball game. In the first half, he spread the ball around quite a bit, but in this second half, Davius Reed is starting to take over. Look at that separation.
Yeah, plenty of it. A lot of room given. See if they press him a little bit more up top of your screen. High formation here. Handoff for Robert Johnson, trying to work his way to the side. He's going to get taken down. He did fight for 2 yards. And they still are outside field goal range. but it's 2nd and 8 for the moment.
Not quite there yet, so you want to be smart with the football as the other Prasad, again, makes the tackle.
3 to the top, 1 at the bottom. 1 at the bottom of your screen is Chris Lee. Haven't gone his direction in a minute. Over the top. He's caught. 1st down and more. Out to about the 23-yard line. More offensive play over the middle of the field is a pretty good one, and that is the first catch for Terrence Weary.
Yeah, he gets his first catch because I don't know if you saw it, but Davis Reed got a lot of attention on that pass play. They getting tired of him getting involved, trying to take him away, and as a result, he got a double team and got bumped, which leaves it open for Terrence Weary. Sully Richardson is making smart decisions today.
He's got a couple of options here on this play. Tight defensive set. They're expecting run, it looks like. He's got 3 wide to work with. Handoff, Rojo, and they read correctly. Nice work on the run defense from Carolina. That one stopped behind the line of scrimmage again.
Yeah, and Carolina actually got a bit fortunate there because the linebacker shifted to the wrong side of the offense, but the defensive line was not fooled at all.
Not even quite 100 yards on the ground for Robert Johnson, even with his long touchdown earlier. Throw from Richardson to the outside. Catch, trying to break a tackle. Does. Oh, what a spin. A nasty spin move for Chris Lee. And he breaks a tackle in the process. Another 1st down as they're in the red zone.
50x spot. I believe every team in the SFL runs this play. The 2 receivers running deep on the skinny post will blanket it. And then he looks back the other way to his 3rd receiver. Sully Richardson is having a day. But the receiver, as you stated, showed power, athleticism, and quickness to get those extra yards.
Yeah, 2 broken tackles. 1 just by the shoestrings. The other one with a nasty spin. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom for Richardson. Trying to tie this game up. Throws over the middle. That one's caught just shy of the 1st down marker. It is 2nd and 1. And LZ Pryor nearly got him a new set of downs, but they get ever closer.
Ever closer. They're 3 yards out from pay dirt, from tying this ball game up. And Sully, he continues to make the right decisions today.
See what they can do here. Outside, Robert Johnson trying to find the angle. He gets close enough to get the 1st down at least. Make it 1st and goal for the LA Lycans.
And number 93, I think it was, for Carolina. I couldn't quite get a good look at him, but Christopher Cologne saved the touchdown. He hustled all the way to the other side of the hash marks to make that tackle. That's impressive for a big man.
Good hustle for Cologne, no doubt about that one. Also has a sack in this game. I formation, handoff Johnson through the middle, trying to find it. He does. That's a touchdown for LA, and they're 1 extra point away from tying this game up.
The LA Lycans, once down 17-0 early on, could have just called it a day, said, hey, we tried, and packed it up and went home, but they continued to fight, continued to push, but continued to persevere, and now they are an extra point away, as you said it, from tying this game up at 24.
Rob Ems has the extra point on his foot potentially to try to get this one back to 24s. Waiting with bated breath on it. Snap good, hold good. Kick on the way, and it is through. And we do indeed have a tie game in Raleigh. 24-all as we play halfway through the 3rd quarter.
And these fans have suddenly grown quiet, as you can almost hear a pin drop in this stadium.
Well, now they have to kick it away. And you know who's back deep. He'd love to get a hat trick and get his team up another score here if he can. Avalos back deep, waiting on the kick from Rob Ems. This kick is gone. Returnable from the end zone marker. Out to the 15, the 20, right at the 20. He's taken down. No broken tackles on this one. He's taken down at the 22-yard line, and the Skyhawks offense will come back out on the field.
No broken tackles on this one, as you said, and Carolina's offense is going to have to earn the points on this drive they're going to score.
Well, they've been able to go down the field before on a couple of different occasions. See what they can do. I formation for Matt South. Yes, Sammy Avalos there in the slot. And that is over the middle of the field. Caught on a crossing pattern. An 8-yard reception is going to get them 2nd and short. It's Harish Prasad.
For a moment there, I thought they were going to drop a fade because the defense was packed in tight and Harish was going to be on SFL crunch time. But instead, they threw a little 5-yard in route, and he used his ability to draw separation and pick up 6.
3 in the backfield. Defensive line and the linebackers moving around a little bit, looking like they're going to send some extra help. And looks like they do send a blitz. Doesn't matter. Logan Jack, a couple of spins, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. He spun back inside when he should have gone outside, and it's 3rd and 1.
Yeah, he took the words right out of my mouth, and I'm sure Harish Prasad is thinking the same thing. Logan, stay outside, young man. You would still be running right now.
Huge lane there. Nothing doing on that play, though. Under center is South. He's got 2 in the backfield. And off. Jack trying to bust his way through the middle. He's close. They're going to call it 3rd and inches. I would want to recount if I were looking at that because it looked like he was past it.
Yeah, it definitely was close, but I think his knee hit first before he actually crossed the first down marker, and that's the case. That's going to be unfortunate for this Carolina offense.
Punt upcoming. Big 3rd down miss on the conversion. And it's going to give LA the football back. Decent punt. End over end. Going to get all the way down to about the 24-yard line. Returnable, and it gets hit hard just shy of the 30-yard line. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. Plus articles from our content team, including power rankings, what we learned, the read option, and Talent Factories feature series. See all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. SimulationFL.net, your home for everything SFL. That's going to go to the outside, put it in Logan Jack's hands, and that is the fullback. It is Tommy Rahman who gets the catch, not much more than a couple of yards, make it 2nd and medium.
I know Tommy Rahman is 6'4", 260. That's a big man for a fullback, my goodness. But he's going to have to learn to lower his shoulders if he wants to extend his career in the SFL.
Bunch left. One at the top of your screen as well. And off. Robert Johnson trying to find a hole through, and he's going to be able to get past the first down marker. Good run forward. Gets them a new set of downs.
And that was a good run, but is it just me, or does it look like he's starting to slow down a bit?
Not. It looks like he does lose a little bit of speed. He doesn't have quite the conviction going through the hole as he had a week ago against Jacksonville. So an interesting observation. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Richardson to throw over the middle. That one is caught, nearly intercepted on the way through, and nothing doing. I think that was Shraven who had a shot at it. Didn't get done, and LZ Pryor brings in the catch on a first down.
Yeah, and they did actually a great job defending that initially as cornerback Mark Martin stepped out in front of that. Made Sully hold on to the ball a little bit longer than he wanted to, but this offensive line did a great job of giving him protection he needed.
Chris Lee at the bottom of your screen. LZ Pryor at the top of your... I'm sorry, Davius Reed at the top of your screen. Looking to throw it.
Oh,
tipped at the line, and it goes back to him. It got back to him, and Sully Richardson's going to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage and actually gains a yard in the process. One of the wilder sequences you'll see for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, that could have easily been picked off. He bats the ball up in the air, and Sully comes up with it for reception, probably the first of his career.
Yeah, he get a throw from Richardson, caught by Richardson, 1-yard reception. Interesting. Richardson this time will go to the outside and led his receiver a little bit too far. His running back, Robert Johnson, couldn't quite hold the feet in, and it'll be a loss of a yard.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but because he had room out there to turn upfield, but he waited too long to dump the ball off to him. That's actually his fullback, Tommy Rahman. He doesn't have the athleticism to turn upfield.
2 and 8 seconds left in this third quarter of play. 5 wide for Richardson. On a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw it. Right side. That one's caught. Going the wrong way after the catch is going to be LZ Pryor. He is shy of the first down marker, and they are not in a position to kick a field goal, and they'll have to punt it away.
They are not, and the defense of Carolina holds, and they're going to force a punt here.
Nicely done from the Carolina defense. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Try to quell some momentum here. And that was nearly blocked as well. Special teams unit for Carolina all over the place today. This one is going to be downed. And again, goes into the end zone to give the Carolina Skyhawks the ball at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, if he could just get himself under control or bat the ball back to a teammate, that would be a great effort. But all for naught, this ball going to be spotted at the 20-yard line.
All right, well, 1st and 10 it goes. And immediately a 5-wide set in the gun as Matt South ready to heave it. Looks like a quarter defense. Left side, deep. That one's intercepted. You saw that one coming. The route gets jumped, and it is going to be Mike Scott who comes up with the interception, his second in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I actually thought that ball was going to be thrown to the outside shoulder, and it's going to be a catch-and-run situation, but it's to his inside shoulder, and as you said, he jumps the route, picks it off, and LA's going to get this ball in great starting field position.
Second ball meant for Heath McDaniel that's been intercepted today. Something to keep in mind. Either way, it turns into an LA opportunity here again to take the lead. Under center is going to be Sully. He's got 2 in the backfield. One of them's Robert Johnson, the other one Tommy Rahman. Looking to throw it. Throws in the direction of Johnson. Johnson trying to lower the shoulder, but he did it a little bit early. Couldn't quite make it happen. Actually, it was Rahman who didn't quite take the lessons, and he will get hit just after a 2-yard gain.
And this LA offense is starting to look a little bit more like the Florida Storm, as they have about 5 90-yard slant plays in a variety of formations.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Rojo is the D-only setback right now. Looking to throw it as Davius Reed up top. That is going to be a catch and a first down as he gets knocked out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Davius Reed comes up with his 9th catch, and they're going to rule out a first down. I thought he was about 1.5 inches short, but they're going to mark him as a first.
He'll be at the top of your screen on this play. LZ Pryor underneath him in the formation. Hand off. Robert Johnson trying to work the weak side. Not going to happen. Gets taken down at the 32. Make it 2nd and 10. The SFL continues spotlighting games in their own time slot tomorrow, February 28th, with London versus Houston. Next week's special feature, you'll see SFL action from a whole new perspective as we give you an all-new and unique camera angle and see how all the action unfolds. Visit simulationfl.net for a complete Monday night special schedule and details. That ends the 3rd quarter of play. We have ourselves still a ball game. It's tied up as Carolina and LA have 24s aside. Ready to go again. They switch sides. 2 to the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. Sully working in field goal range at this point. Throws right side. That one is caught again. It gets shoveled out of bounds as LZ Pryor, but not before getting the first down as they're just inside the red zone.
And we saw Davius Reed dominating the receptions earlier. Now Sully's getting back to what he did in the first half and spreading the ball around to pretty much everyone on the team.
Very, very good start to the second half for LA as they have been able to come back and tie it. Now they have a legitimate shot at taking the lead. Throws over the middle. That one is caught. And a quick hit as well is going to knock him down after a 7-yard completion. Davius Reed, his 10th catch.
Davius Reed has gotten the ball early and often, but wide receiver LZ Pryor was open at the top of the screen on a little 5-yard out route, and so he threw the ball to him. He's going to be able to turn up field and pick up a first down.
So they can get a first down at the 10-yard line. At this point, that would make it 1st and goal. Right now, 2nd and 3, I formation handoff. Going to be to Robert Johnson. He is going to get stopped near the line of scrimmage. They'll say he gained a yard.
That was a tough yard.
Ready to go. 2 to the top, 1 at the bottom. Looking to throw it. And this is looking to run it. This is going to be a Robert Johnson run. He's going to get 1st and goal just past the 10-yard line to the 8. And another opportunity here for the Lycans to get themselves in the lead.
Sully is continuing right where he left off last season. Last week, and he is now connected on his last 15 consecutive passes.
One at the top, two at the bottom. Looking to throw. Right side, that one's caught, trying to get there. Not going to work. Make it 2nd and goal, but it's a nice catch for LZ Pryor. He's got quite a few catches on the docket today as well. That's his 7th.
Yeah, but they're at the 3-yard line now, and with 9 minutes left in this contest, you want to find a way to punch this in. 2nd and goal. Can LA do it? 5-2 defense by Carolina.
And they're looking to try it. They don't want to give Robert Johnson the satisfaction. They're going to make Richardson beat him. And he's not going to do it here. They get to him in the backfield and bring him down. Make it 3rd and goal. That's a big step up from Carolina. Now they need one more stop.
Perfect play call on defense. They come out with a 5-2, and I believe it was 5-2. Too hard technique applied by the defense. No one could get open, and Sully was forced to eat it.
2 in the backfield. Chris Lee at the top of your screen. Davius Reed at the bottom of your screen. LZ Pryor in the slot. See what Richardson has. Throws left side. Looking for Lee. Has him trying to turn the corner. Not going to work. 4th and goal. Able to stop him before they get there. It'll be a field goal try for the lead from the LA Lycans.
But the lead, indeed, he wanted to look downfield. He had 2 receivers running, skinny posts. Neither one could get open as the safety was waiting back there to pick the ball off. He smartly dumps the ball down, and LA is going to take the lead for the first time in this game.
Rob Ems from the left hash. Quick hitter for a 23-yard field goal. It is up, and it is through, and the Lycans have taken the lead with about 7 and change left in this 4th quarter.
And talk about a change of events as Carolina was looking to run LA right out of the building, and now LA found themselves up with 7:46 left to play.
All right, well, now we give the ball back to the man who has had a pretty big impact in this game. Sammy Avalos has it from just inside the end zone to the 10. 15, tries to put it up the middle, then works the outside, and he's got a couple of Lycans that are going to hound to him. 1st and 10, Carolina has the football at the 23-yard line.
And they did a great job that time, LA did, of pushing the blockers back into the lap of Sam Avalos.
Well, big moments here. See what Matt South has for us. 2 to the right.
Pair slot right. Look for Logan Jack on the outside.
Going to work him maybe on the weak side. That's exactly where they're going to go. Plenty of room in front of him as well. Juke past 1. He's got a 1st down. So good work getting them the new set of downs. Still plenty of time. No need to panic yet. If you're Carolina, they'll get a 1st down here, though.
90Z quick out of player slot right, countered with a press man defense is like a death sentence, because if you got a mobile, athletic running back, he's sure to pick up 10 like he just did right there.
Yeah, at the very least 10. A couple of broken tackles downfield. He may be going for further, but the LA has been doing a good job of bottling up Logan Jack when they have him in their midst, at least so far in this game. Bunch left for Carolina. Skyhawk looking to do some damage. It'll be Logan Jack. Broken tackle. He gets a yard, maybe less. Either way, he is laid out at the line of scrimmage after a nasty hit. And it is Colston who comes up to lay the wood in 2nd and 10.
Girls can hit too, and anytime your running back is getting first contact 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, that's never a positive outlook.
Looks like some press coverage all the way up and down the formation. That's a handoff. Logan Jack has some positive yardage to talk about here, though. 3rd and manageable. It's 3rd and 3. So look out for a good opportunity for Carolina to move the chains again. That's what they need to focus on. They don't need to go for the big home run right now.
Air slot right, press coverage again. How do you counter that? Run right up the A gap.
Well, now they're in the gun. Harish Prasad at the top of the formation. Heath McDaniel at the bottom. Over the middle. That one's caught by Harish. That is a 1st down and more. That's going to get him to the midfield stripe. Harish Prasad comes up with a nasty catch.
And Ray Colston read that play like a book, and she just missed it. If she wouldn't have clipped her fingernails this morning, that'd have been a tip.
That'd have hurt some fingernails the way that ball was fired too, though. Under center. 2 in the backfield. Handoff. Logan Jack tries to find the hole and does. Spin past 1, trying to get past 3, and 9 yards later gets it to a second, or makes it a second and short.
Thought they would have to add Logan Jack to SFL Crunch Time top 10 because for a moment there he was almost off to the races.
Second and a couple. Big time drive as they're in plus territory talking about Carolina. Split backs. Harish Prasad, top of your screen. Handoff. Logan Jack trying to find a hole. Looks like he got enough and did for the first down. And they move the chains one more time at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I thought Logan Jack was a bit short on that attempt, but they're going to mark him for a first down, perhaps some home cooking.
Might have been able to just push the shoulders forward a little bit too. That's something we may not have been able to see at that angle. Regardless, 2 at the top of your screen. Split backs and at the 1st and 10. South to throw. Throws on a quick cross. That is Harish, who got lit up right after the catch. But it is indeed a catch and a 2nd and 4.
Remember that thing they used to do on ESPN? You got jacked up. Well, that's what Danny Stinson just did right there to Harish Prasad.
Credit to Harish, though. He's able to keep the football in his hands.
Yeah.
It's hard to do when you get hit like that. Shotgun formation. Looking to throw it. No trouble coming, and they find him. I believe that's actually Danny Stinson who came up to make the hit and the sack. And that is a huge play. Not quite Danny Stinson. It's Gary Marks, the defensive tackle.
Yeah, the safeties line up about 12 yards off the ball. And just sat there and waited for something to happen as they were trying to go deep. But credit to the defense for doing their homework and sniffing that one out.
Make it 3rd and long. Biggest 3rd and long of this game. 3 bunch right, 1 to the left, as well as Heath McDaniel.
Gun straight, I've seen this all day.
Looking to throw it. Deep right side. That one's caught. Took the shot downfield, and he's got it for the first down at the 14-yard line.
Post corner, that play alone has gotten D.R. Simmons to the Hall of Fame, and it may have just gotten Harish Prasad and his offense back into this contest as he uses that play and comes up with a big gain and a big conversion for this Carolina offense.
What an athletic grab from Harish and an absolute bullet from Matt South, and now they're in the red zone. Have a chance to take the lead in the late going of this contest. In the gun is Matt South, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Has Logan Jack with him in the gun. Has the football. Quick drop back. Thrown. Left corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Oh, they were looking for Heath McDaniel, and they could not get it into his hand. 2nd down coming.
They were looking for that play again as D.R. Sim, the man I just talked about, is in the chat giving his thumbs up of approval for that route combination they just dialed up. They got him that first down.
Man, crazy, crazy game. Crazy turn of events. Heath McDaniel Jr.'s in the slot on this play. Jack is with South in the gun. Harish Prasad, top of your screen. Looking to throw. Plenty of time to the outside. Checks it down. Not much more than a quick 1-yard completion and drop there. As it'll be Jack Flash on the catch. And a 3rd and long coming up here.
It's actually DeSantis on a carry.
Yeah. Three to the left, 1 to the right again. They've had success going into bunch formations. See where they go from here. South has the football thrown over the middle of the field. It's gone. That's a touchdown. Carolina strikes back and takes the lead right back again. It's Tony Zoma.
Yeah, the linebackers flared out toward the outside, and Tony Zoma goes right over where they just left from, and it's going to be a touchdown for Carolina in this back-and-forth contest. This game is far from over.
Yikes. A lot of time left in this game, and they are seesawing back and forth right now. A chance to take a 4-point lead as Whistle Jones holds that on his foot as we're just about ready to go again. But this is a big extra point. This would force LA to score a touchdown to take the lead instead of going for a field goal to tie.
That is a big kicker. Whistle Jones.
Big kicker with a big foot and big accuracy as he gives his team a 4-point advantage and a massive 1 point that turned into 31-27 Carolina has the lead. They're going to kick the ball back to LA with only a few minutes left in this contest. And remember, both teams have all 3 timeouts currently, and only 1 challenge remains right now for LA.
Whistle Jones is listed at 6'1", 260. I'm going to say he's more close to 290.
Big boy. This will be returned. LZ Pryor looks to move the ball to the left. He'll get taken down at the 28-yard line, and that is where Sully Richardson and company will bring this football out and start this drive. They're on the road, but they have definitely done this before. Talking about the LA offense, Carolina's defense, though, has played pretty well all night long. They need it no more than they do right now.
Sully Richardson, 17 for his last 17. They're going to need him to remain perfect on this drive.
2 to the left, 2 to the right. He'll throw on first down. Over the middle. That one is in a crowd. Incomplete. Dangerous ball. Chris Lee, your intended target. Wyatt had the pass deflect. It's 2nd and long.
Yeah, they threw it out to him, and it was a bang-bang play as he was hit just as he was trying to bring that ball in. He's unable to corral into his body before he gets contact, and it's going to be Sully's first incomplete pass in 18 attempts.
Yeah, that's a long time to go without an incompletion. You guys are just joining us. Where you been? It's been a fantastic game so far. Chris Curtis, Hall of Famer Eddie Gage in the broadcast booth. Carolina once held a 17-0 lead in this game, and LA has brought it all the way back and had the lead for the moment, and then Carolina takes it back on a touchdown to throw over the middle. 31-27, LA with the ball. That's over the middle. Caught, and an 8-yard completion, and no huddle offense for LA as it's 2nd and 3rd and 2. They'll run the play. Look to throw. Sidearm throw is caught, and gets caught, taken down at the 45-yard line. They move the chains. It's 1st down. Looking to throw it again. Again, quick inside slant. That is a 1st down once more, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, but the 2-minute warning is officially off the table. It's a 31-27 Carolina lead, just shy of midfield. Sully Richardson, you take a look at him there. Just past midfield, actually. They're in plus territory. Bunch right for Sully.
Look at this defense. 44 defense against 4 receivers.
Looking to throw it, and they try the inside. Oh, a dangerous throw. It looks like it was not recognized. You saw the defense, but Sully may not have, and that nearly turned into disaster.
Yeah, you got 2 linebackers lined up in the middle of the field along with the strong safety. That ball's got to go to the outside.
Lynn Hendershot jumped up to make the play, and the Carolina crowd getting loud, trying to will their team to a stop and potentially a win. 3rd and 2. Empty backfield for Sully. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Has the football. Quick drop, thrown over the middle. That one's caught. Inside slants again to the 38-yard line.
Sully has been money all afternoon.
Same formation, no huddle. See if they try the inside slant again. Looks to throw over the right side. That one's caught. Outside of the 20 to the 23-yard line is where they're going to mark him. And Davius Reed comes up with another clutch catch. They're inside field goal range, but that doesn't matter at this point.
It does not matter. They need 7, and they have all 3 timeouts with 1:20 remaining. Plenty of time.
Under center, 2 in the backfield. Off the huddle play, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff. Robert Johnson tries to bowl over a defender. Not going to work. Didn't get very far. Clock continues to run. 1:04 left. Thrown. Caught. 1st down and more outside the 10 to the 11-yard line. And it's not quite 1st and goal. They can still get a 1st down at the 1.
90Z arrow as they send him on, as I say, on the arrow route. The slot receiver runs up on a 9 route, clears the zone, easy completion. 40 seconds left.
1 to the right. Not a lot of time, as you alluded to. LA trying to take the lead off a 2-minute drill for the ages. Through the middle, that one's going to be a handoff and a stop. LA calls a timeout with just about, it is 31 seconds left in this football game. And huge moments here as you take a look at Shravan Prasad, who came up with that hit.
They continue to try and trick this Carolina defense with these run plays up the A gap with time ticking, but they remain stout.
2 to the left, 2 to the right, I should say. Maybe another slants call. That's what they're going to try. Inside! It is caught! Touchdown, Lycans! They take the lead with less than 30 seconds to go.
They have 6 DBs, but they're on the outside of the field, outside the numbers. They attack the middle linebacker as they have 3 receivers in this area, 2 to his right, 1 to his left, I believe. That's just too much of a tall task to ask him to cover. Touchdown, LA.
All right.
Sully Richardson, he has rebounded nicely. He's had a bad couple of first few games of the season, but these last 2 games, he has been on the money.
Yeah, he's been very, very good. No doubt about that. And the LA Lycans have a chance to take a 3-point lead. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick from Rob Ems is up, and it is through. It is 34-31. And hopefully it's not another stop at the Heartbreak Hotel for Carolina faithful, as they've had a few trips there this season and in previous seasons past. But now the ball's going to be kicked to Sammy Avalos. If there was ever a time for a good return, it's right now. And we'll see if they can do it.
3 timeouts, 29 seconds left, but Sammy is hoping they don't need him.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see what happens. This ball's returnable from 2 yards outside the end zone. 10, 15, 20. Spin back inside. Stays on his feet for the moment, but he's going to get taken down. Smart of him to not fight it. He goes down to the ground and saves a little bit of time for them. And now, at this point, the ball's in the hands of Matt South and company, trying to get this team a win.
Matt South, he's thrown 2 interceptions today, but he's also got 2 touchdowns, 19 of 27 for 200 yards. He's going to need to look towards his vertical passing drive on this trip.
Well, he might have something vertical at the top of your screen. There's 3 bodies up there. See where they intersect route-wise. Looking to throw it over the middle.
Oh.
That one's tipped and intercepted, and that's going to be your ball game. Unfortunate, but that is Rochelle Colston's second in this game. Second game in a row with 2, and that is a crazy tip drill to get that ball taken away and likely end this football game.
41st career interception for Ray Colston, and as she grabs it and gets off the ground, she gets up, waves to the crowd, and yells out, "Thanks for coming. Good night. Now drive home safely."
Victory formation out on the field for LA. They will kneel it down. Carolina takes their first of 3 timeouts. They'll try to extend it as long as possible, but a crazy turn of events, the interception to likely end this football game. And Matt South, it wasn't really even his fault. Just a tip ball over the middle of the field, and unfortunately, that's the way it's been.
That's just the way it's been. This is a crazy game, and sometimes the ball just outbounce you away. But LA, down 17, marched back. There was no quitting them, and they found a way to come back and win this ball game.
And down 17 rock thanks to a Sammy Avalos return for a touchdown to start things off, and then 10 more unanswered points from Carolina. That was just the first quarter alone. And then the second quarter just almost entirely belonged to LA to get themselves back into it. They brought it to within a touchdown at the halfway mark. And then from there on, they've won the third quarter and they've won the fourth quarter. Even with Sammy Avalos adding a second return for a touchdown, they were able to get the job done. Very good work from the Lycans to not panic. And I think that's the what you can call it. They're getting back to 500 on the season, and Carolina left searching for answers.
Well, Chris, let's just not say it's over yet. They just burned their last time out, but we seen Arizona in this same situation a couple of weeks ago versus Denver, which they had that punt blocked, and Denver was looking to get back into that contest, but unfortunately for them, they had the ball tipped. And look out!
Oh
see
man,
what I mean?
Yep. That's gonna bounce into the end zone one more time. 7 seconds left on the clock. Likely gonna have to be a heave and hope.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Yeah.
Carolina came after that football.
They did. How fast can these routes develop? Try to get out of bounds. That's going to be the main question because you have to have at least 2 throws to get you to the end zone.
Yep.
Under center.
Gonna be a
Try to make it
doubles left press man coverage.
Yeah, they're trying not to let him get behind him. South
Oh!
throws over the middle. That one is incomplete.
Oh.
Still 1 second on the clock. Tony Zoma, your intended target. He had a deep throw reception for a touchdown a couple weeks ago against Jacksonville. This time, nothing doing.
Yeah, and if you don't have a serious pass rush, there is no reason to be in press man coverage whatsoever, unless you got a dominant front four.
Ryan Yosef sneaking up there. You can see him top of your screen. Trips right.
Look out for
left
that
as well.
double move. And there it is. Oh, he threw it to the out route. Oh.
Yeah, threw it to the out, and that's going to do it. And the drop pass goes absolutely nowhere. Game, set, match. The Lycans on the road come to Carolina and walk away with the W. They'll get back to 500 on the season. Hall of Famer Eddie Gage, your post-game thoughts and analysis on a very back-and-forth affair.
You're right, a crazy game. I mean, LA could have easily folded the tent and said, we'll get them next time, but they continued to fight, persevere, and those 3 big turnovers for Carolina were huge as LA used each and every last one of them to get back into this contest. LA, as you said, found a way to come up with a big win. They're going to try to move forward. That's 2 great games in a row for Sully Richardson as he was, just down and out and giving himself a hard time, but they righted the ship, used that bye week to get themselves together, figure some things out, and LA is suddenly finding themselves rolling, competing in that Wild West division.
Very, very good work from the LA Lycans as they get the win needed to move them back to the 500 mark. Carolina going to be left searching for answers after 2 heartbreak losses in a row.
Yeah, in a row.
Unfortunately, as they move on to next week. That Pacific Division, I don't think that race is over yet. Still a lot of football left to be played.
Yeah, I mean, since Ray and Tom Rahman got this team, they've made the playoffs 2 consecutive seasons, looking to make it a 3rd. And today may have been a big reason why, if they find a way to get back into this playoff race, that happens.
Player of the game, Sully Richardson. No surprise there. 2 touchdowns, 366 through the air, and a QB rating just shy of 118. For Dwayne Schindler, Shane Kaufman, Eddie Gage, Cameron Irvine, and the rest of the SFL HQ crew, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Raleigh. We will see you later in the week and then next week for Week 8 action in the Simulation Football League. Have a good night, everybody.
Arizona! I love y'all! We had a big win last week, y'all, but the train don't stop there. We got another cup contest this week. Yo, thanks for coming, everybody. Good night. Drive home safely. We out.